as the same way igneous rocks. So igneous rocks are formed by the solidification of magma. Okay, so magma should be obtained from the below the earth surface. So below the earth surface a liquid form is there. So that liquid form we called as a magma. Okay, that magma will be solidified అంటే అది లిక్విడ్ రూపంలో ఉంటుంది. దట్ కెన్ బి హార్డ్ అంటే సాలిడ్ ఫామ్లో రావడం. సో దట్ ఫామ్ we called as igneous rocks. So the best example for the igneous rocks are basalt, volcanic rocks, etc. Okay, coming to the metamorphic rocks. So metamorphic rocks are formed by the metamorphism process. Okay, so what is the metamorphic process? So metamorphism is a process of changing the characteristics of the pre-existing rocks under the influence of heat and pressure. ఓకే, రాక్స్ అనేవి ఫామ్ అవుతుంటాయి కదా. సో ఆ ఫామ్ అయ్యేటప్పుడు దానికి ఎక్స్ట్రా హీట్ అండ్ ఎక్స్ట్రా ప్రెజర్ ఇవ్వడం వల్ల దాని యొక్క క్యారెక్టర్ చేంజ్ అవుతుంది. సో సేమ్ యాజ్ ఎ పర్సన్. సో ఫస్ట్ ఒక పర్సన్కి తన లైఫ్ గురించి తెలియకపోవచ్చు. సో ఎవరో ఒకరు తనకి తన లైఫ్ యొక్క గోల్ని తెలియజేస్తారు. సో తెలియజేసిన తర్వాత తను చేంజ్ అవుతాడు పర్సన్. సో దట్ అంటే తన క్యారెక్టర్ చేంజ్ అవుతుంది, బిహేవియర్. So same as the rock will be changes their character by influence of the heat and pressure. So that is called a metamorphism. So it is a process of changing the character of the pre-existing rocks under the influence of heat and pressure. In the same way, metamorphic rocks are the best example for the sedimentary rocks as well as igneous rocks. So the example is slate, marble, limestone. So these are the examples for the metamorphic rocks. So next coming to the physical classification. So these are the geological classification: sedimentary rocks, igneous rocks, metamorphic rocks. Next coming to the physical classification. So here physical classification also divided into three types, that is stratified rocks, unstratified rocks, foliated rocks. Okay, coming to the stratified rocks. So these stratified rocks are layered structurally. Okay, layered structurally అంటే లేయర్ లాగా ఉంటుంది, సేమ్ వే ఫ్రమ్ స్టార్టింగ్ టు ఎండింగ్. ఓకే, విచ్ కెన్ బి ఈజీలీ స్ప్లిట్. ఓకే, సో లేయర్ లా ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి ఇట్ కెన్ ఈజీలీ స్ప్లిట్ అలాంగ్ ది లేయర్. సో లేయర్ అంతా మనం ఈజీగా స్ప్లిట్ చేయొచ్చు. సో దట్ types of rocks called as a stratified rocks. So the best example for the stratified rocks are sandstones, limestone, etc. Okay, so same coming to the unstratified rocks. So it is the way opposite to the stratified rocks. So stratified rocks are their layers structurally. Here the rocks are not laid structurally. So it is not a sequence manner. So it is a zigzag manner. Okay, so here it cannot be split easily. Okay, so same opposite to the stratified rocks. So the best example for the unstratified rocks are granular as well as crystalline. Okay, next coming to the foliated rocks. So these are totally different to about two types. Okay, these rocks can be split into slabs. Okay, in a particular direction. So if you want in horizontal direction, you can cut it horizontal direction. If you want it cut in vertical direction, you can split in vertical direction also. So these types of rocks we call as a foliated rocks. So for best example are slate, marble, etc. So these are the physical classification. So once again repeating, physical classification divided into three types. One is stratified, second one is unstratified, third one is foliated. Okay. In the same way, stratified rocks are layered structures, split easily. Unstratified rocks are not laid structurally, splitting is not easy. In the same way, foliated rocks are can split in particular direction. Okay, that type of rocks is called as a foliated rocks. These are the examples. Okay, next coming to the last classification, chemical classification. So according to the chemical composition present in the rock, it can be divided into three types. One is argillaceous rocks, second one is calcareous rocks, third one is siliceous rocks. Okay, So first coming to the argillaceous rocks, the rock in which contain more amount of clay content. Okay. So ఏ రాక్ లో అయితే clay content ఎక్కువ ఉంటుందో that rock we called as a argillaceous rocks. So these rocks are soft in nature. In dry state, these rocks are crushed easily. But in wet state, these rocks are crushing is not easy. It is a very difficult to crush it. So in the same way, the examples for the argillaceous rocks are slate, laterite, etc. Slate, laterite. So in the same way, next coming to the calcareous rocks, the rocks in which calcium carbonate is more. Okay. So here clay is more, where argillaceous rocks. Coming to the calcareous rocks, here the calcium carbonate is more content. Ingredient nothing but material. Nana. So that material called as ingredient. Okay. So known as calcareous rocks. So these rocks are generally hard. So those rocks are soft. Here hard. But the durability is dependent on the surrounding ingredients. Nothing but surrounding materials. Durability nothing but lifespan. Okay, life period we call as a durability. These are generally hard, but their lifespan nothing but durability is depend on the surrounding materials. So which may react with calcium and affect the durability.